For this Crusader Kings 3 time-lapse, we've decided to sunder the map into counties and putting 4 corners of northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest, all being immortal 100 stat characters, varying ages. Clearly I forgot to make this 125, but they're all immortal and conquerors to see what they would get up to. It has been 610 years, and our Four Corners time lapse has had a surprising turn. Neither one of our four corners are really that successful. I guess Mali is still ticking. The Southeast Empire is, or kingdom is still ticking, but I don't think the immortal Conqueror is still at home. I don't think any of the immortal conquerors are still at home. Let's just make sure that is true with our little look-see here. Yep, they've all passed on from one way or another, either due to, my guess is, death. So we have the spawn of Blight. The 600-year-old has passed away due to disappearing without a trace. Nice. But it looks like he has family still in audience at Mali. So from a victory standpoint, case that they're the winners. We have Northwest, who seems to also have disappeared without a trace, but only at the ripe old age of 156, who owns several lands, even including Burgundy. Surprising. Has had was whipped to death. Reminder: immortality doesn't mean you can still be stabbed and killed. But it looks like his family is not as prosperous as some of the other families. And last but not least, let's look at the Southeast and see what happened to him. Another murdering. He was murdered, this time by some random person. Some random 61-year-old took out a 344-year-old who was a eunuch. He was scarred. He had the cancer. He was one-eyed. It was tough. Tough times for sure. This might be the first time I've ever seen a Great Khan be a woman. Let's double check if that's true. Her father, not a Khan. Her, a Khan. But her children, did they gain Khan status? They did. Yes, we have a Khan S here. And did their son become a Khan? Yes, golden lineage. And then that one still has one great-grandchild, it seems like, still with the lineage. But surprisingly enough, yes, we have this random character coming out of nowhere, becoming Great Khan and a conqueror, living the ripe old age of 73, outshining all of the other 100 stat immortal conquerors. First, let's talk about faith. As you can see, it seems like Akham is very favorable in Africa. Azarika, a non-traditional Muslim faith, is pretty popular with the nomadic steppe. Catholicism still big too, and Orthodox. But yes, Ashar is first. As for the kingdom map mode, I thought I saw Bello Terrania being formed, which clearly was formed by her. Damn, that's crazy. Did her family then get that bonus? Yes, they did. They have the Masters of the Mediterranean bonus. That's awesome. But yeah, that stood out to me. As for everything else, it looks like pretty standard fare. Obviously, this is always going to be weird with how de jure land changes. We had also expanded Northwest territory so that they could conquer into the Isles better and expand, and then which they did. They did do a decent job of doing that, but then all came crashing down once the Immortal finally passed on. As for the Empire, we have the Tulun Empire. They have done numbers. The Holy Roman Empire has expanded into France and into Britain. Have they expanded a lot of the terrain? Nope. Not that, a little bit expansion, but not as much as you would expect into here. I guess we could have added in that element of having all of the different county fertilization for all the extra lands into Sampi and stuff like that, which would be interesting. Nomadic, feudal, some admin governments, celestial clan. We still have Mandala down here and a little bit of Wanua. And then what is this? One admin government for whatever reason. This one county of this far away fledged land is a admin government for whatever reason. There's a republic there, but goofy indeed. Love to see the differences. But as usual, it's hard to have the AI be good at surviving long term. It'd be interesting to do a campaign where you played as an immortal character and see what life would be like as an immortal character. It seems like after a time you just start collecting the tax on your body, where you're like you lose a limb, you lose another limb, you might lose the family jewels, you might get the cancers, you get infirm. It just seems like eventually your body though is immortal, it is not indestructible. The clear winner is the center of the map. The center of the map was the surprise fifth competitor that nobody saw coming and absolutely dominated everybody. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little time lapse. If you did, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, have a good rest of your day. Ciao.